a spider bigger than a cow, was already inside their house. A spider bigger than a cow crawled right over the girl's head. By the time it reached the living room, it was spotted by the mother. The father, who had been attacked, instantly collapsed to the floor, even foaming at the mouth. Right after that, the spider lunged straight at the mother. In the blink of an eye, the husband and wife were both dead. Watching his wife get dragged away alive by the spider, the man tried to warn his daughter, but no sound could come out of his throat. Meanwhile, the girl, completely unaware of everything, was still lost in her phone. But the dog in the house kept barking non-stop. The girl thought the dog was just hungry, so she got up and walked straight to the kitchen. Because all her attention was on her phone, she didn't notice that her father was being dragged away. Even when she came back to the living room with the food, her eyes were still locked on the screen. She didn't even realize that she had just walked right past her father. After the girl put the dog food in front of the dog, it still kept barking toward the front. Only then did she start to feel that something was wrong in the house. What she didn't know was that, at that exact moment, her father was being slowly dragged into the vent by the spider. Seeing that both of her parents had suddenly disappeared, the girl anxiously started calling out loud.
Mom?
But the only thing that answered her was dead silence. And right at that moment, she happened to notice the open vent. What she didn't know was that her father was being dragged deeper inside it. By the time she walked over to check, the vent was already empty. Her father, now trapped, was completely wrapped in spider silk. He couldn't move at all. He could only watch helplessly as the spider returned into the house again. But what happens next changes everything. At the same time, the girl was about to rush out the door to get help, but all the doors and windows had been sealed shut. She instantly realized that she was in danger. The girl wanted to take her younger brother and escape together. But right then, she heard the dog crying out in pain not far away, and strange noises were also coming from inside the vent. She ran back to the vent once again to check. But the only thing that answered her was a horrifying scream coming from inside. After hearing the girl call out, the creature inside seemed to be provoked. It suddenly started charging straight toward her. Terrified, the girl quickly shoved a cabinet over to block the passage. Seeing that whatever was inside kept slamming into it again and again, she could only scream as she backed away. Faced with such a terrifying creature, she was so scared that she shrank into the corner. But what she didn't know was that, at that exact moment, the giant spider had already quietly appeared behind her again. Because by the time you realize it's inside your house, it's already too late to escape.